Hey, my beautiful people. I have decided to go live today. Let's talk about Little Kim. Hey, Shelly. I want to tell you how Little Kim's, how, my video with the Jay-Z allegations, what I saw. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? I decided to try something different. This is my first live on YouTube. Hey, y'all. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? We're getting ready to talk about Lil Kim. I got some information for y'all. Hey, Becky from the UK. So I decided to do something different today. And let's talk about Little Kim. So y'all been following me on here with the stories of the congregation. I did my video about 4 days ago about Jay-Z and the allegations, right? And I told you that Little Kim came up in the background and she was getting arrested. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. So I'm here to give y'all the details. All right. So I channeled Little Kim. I'm like, Kim, what do you have to do? Why did you show up when I asked Jay-Z about these allegations? Y'all, I'm a Lil Kim fan. And I'm shocked, right? Shocked, but not surprised, but shocked because, I just didn't think that was her. Lil Kim is a worker. She was a worker, y'all. A worker. A worker. They passed her around. They passed her around. Just like I told y'all, like Justin Bieber, he was success, but he still was a worker. That's how it was with Little Kim. She was successful, but she was still a worker. And this is really why I feel like she has made such a drastic change within herself. Because she probably don't love us, everything that she's been through. So let me tell y'all, right? So she wanted to stop being a worker because it started getting dangerous. Somebody had that what. And she didn't want no parts of it. That's where she drew the line. She didn't want no more parts of it. Like somebody had that killer bug. If you know what I'm talking about. They had that killer bug. And she was like, no. So what was happening was she was getting like set up in these hotels. And she was like, it wasn't so much people in the industry. It was like people that were like outside the industry, but they were like big people. And I'm like, how did she, I knew how she got involved in it, but I was just like, what does this have to do? Why did I see her getting handcuffs and all that kind of stuff like that? So I kept seeing this white man. I'm like, who is this? Who is this? And I was just looking up on research, Lil Kim, her and other people and, who she been with. I remember she had something with Scott Storch. So Scott Storch just did an interview with Joe Rogan. I think about a week ago. I watched the interview. I haven't finished it, but I'm towards the end. But I don't think he mentioned Lil Kim unless he mentions it to the end. But guess what he did say? And I put it together. He worked with Capone and Noriega. And they were pretty tight. They was tight. And he also talked about around that time when he got with Paris Hilton, he started going to these elaborate parties. And that's when he got into his addiction around that time. So Kim supposedly went to jail behind the incident with her entourage and Capone and Noriega because like she lied. So I put two and two together, my intuitiveness. She actually, because she no longer wanted to do it, and Scott Storch was the one, I feel like he was her handler. Because you got to remember, he had millions. Like he was like the top producer. He had millions. And I believe he was her handler. And so when she wanted to stop, that's when they put her in jail. That's when they put her in jail. So it was behind her wanting to stop being a worker, but she wanted to stop because somebody had something. They had that killer bug, if you know what I mean. So this makes me feel like that the reason why she showed up when I channeled Jay-Z, Because like I said, remember I told y'all Jay-Z did not assault that girl, but he had been around the party. So he had already been in the works back then of climbing up the ladder. So I really believe that Scott Storch was the one pimping her out. He was in charge of her. Yes, honey, that the hibby jibbies. Exactly. Exactly. And she was like, oh no, that's it. That's it. I'm not doing it. That's it. Because they wanted her, because they was at a hotel. They was having dinner. She had a friend with her. And whoever the person was, she knew about it. But that was who she was finna be working for. And that's when she drew the line. The way he said he misses her, honey. Right? And they broke up right before she went to jail. And supposedly he had proposed to her. Her relationship with Biggie. So I did a meeting. I did like something. I had did it was either when I channeled Kim Porter or somebody else that showed me that no, when I channeled the day that Biggie died, it showed me that Kim was putting on real big. She was putting on real big because her career had went another direction after he died. So all that hooping and hollering she was doing, she put on. That was a put on. She put on real bad. You on point with this one. They were dating at that time, her and Scott Storch. Right. So Lil Kim, I'm very shocked, y'all, that she was, I mean, I just, I mean, but it's crazy because they were talking about how, like, like drug dealers and stuff like loved her and stuff like that. But I never thought that she would have got like passed around. But she really did. But it makes sense, especially with her dramatic change in the way that she looked. And if you, Mary J. Blige, she next. She next. But it makes sense because the people that's coming out that they had some issues, if you look at them now, they look bad. Like, look at Justin Bieber. Like, Lil Kim, she's suffering from something. Nobody does anything drastic like that with their look without some type of trauma. Like, all of them seem like they was, on it at one time, and now they're just like they've been drugged, like they've been dragged through the mud, which they have. I think Nicki Minaj was working too and then got out. Possibly that could be true. Because remember, and it's crazy you said it because I thought about Nicki. Remember she had that song with Beyonce. It seemed like she was finna kind of go to the top and then like kind of just dwindle down. But I believe that Scott Storch had become her handler. It was more than just a relationship. He had become her handler. No, I have not looked into Diddy yet and the adopted daughter. I didn't know nothing about that till y'all said something to me about it. So that's coming. It's a lot of stuff that's coming. But I said, let me go live. Because I've been busy today and I wanted to get the video out. But I said, you know what? Let me try live and see how that goes. Because this is my first live with y'all. And I appreciate y'all coming on. But yeah. I'm also going to look into 2007 with the VMAs being in Las Vegas because I think a lot of stuff happened around that time. You're welcome. I'm trying to read all the comments. So I think a lot of stuff happened around that time. And like I said, the fact that Lil Kim came up when I channeled Jay-Z. And remember I told y'all when I channeled him in the situation with the girl, there were a lot of like celebrities in the room. And there were a lot of workers there. Remember I told y'all that? So that's probably why Kim came up. She was there. Because she was a worker. She was there. And she hung around Jay-Z and them. Thank you for subscribing. Oh yeah, Mary J. Blige is coming. I'm a Mary J. Blige fan, but I got to find out because she's been very tight lip, very tight lip. And you know, we know she was up in the she was in the mix with everybody. She been in the mix with Diddy since the beginning. She was best friends with his first baby mama. You know what I'm saying? She been in the mix since 411. And you know another thing, y'all, that I was thinking, like, how Jodeci didn't get caught up in this. How they didn't get caught up in it. I'm wondering about them. Hey, madam, there is one, and let me tell y'all something. Celebrities aside, right? Whenever I channel missing cases and there's trafficking involved, there's always a mother of the group. I always see the mother. And so when I did my channeling and of with Jay-Z, and I saw that there was a woman, a mother, like a mother, I said this got to be dealing with trafficking as well. It never fails. I always see a mother of the group. So that's how you know like some trafficking is involved as well. That's one consistency whenever I channel these type of, like, when I channel missing places when there's trafficking involved. Jodeci comes from a strong spiritual background. Yeah, I know they do. But you know, I know Andre Harrell had a tight hold on them in the beginning. So I wonder if he saved them. I really think he might have been their savior. But you, and then too, they went with Death Row, Suge Knight and them too. I think after their like third, when the third album came out. So that might have been how they kind of got up under that. Okay, yeah, Muchilla just okay. So you just confirming what I'm saying, Muchilla? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So you know, that's a confirmation for me. So yeah, I think because they went with Death Row on them, that's how they were able to get out of it. Supreme, what do you think about Drake? Oh my God, don't get me started on Drake. I got a video on TikTok about Drake. Drake, honey, I've never been a fan. Never been a fan. He was pushed on us. He's, honey, yeah. Drake has a curse on him. Like, he's not even likable. He has a curse on him, a family curse. How do you strengthen your intuition? You have to be doing ancestral worship so you can make sure that you're going in the direction that you need to be. And you have to use your intuition. You can't be scared to go with your intuition. The more you suppress it, the more it doesn't work. Keep it balanced. Do frequencies to help your intuition, meditation, yoga. You got to do all those things. But the most important thing is ancestral worship and also using your intuition. So if you're a tarot reader, don't be scared to say what you got to say. If you're an intuitive reader, don't be scared what you got to say. Trust your intuition. When you don't trust it, that's when you get let down. That's when your gift does not expand. You got to use it to elevate. Why they can't just make great music with all that crazy stuff? So the reason why they can't make great music with all that crazy stuff is because it's about power. It's not about the music. It is about the music, but music is good for the soul. So anytime that you're coming into anything, there's always some type of music. It's a frequency, right? There's always sound. Sound is energy, okay? So it's about power. It's about doing things, inserting themselves in things that they naturally cannot do. So whatever they're doing here, they're mimicking in the spiritual realm, right? This has been going on since the beginning of time. It was with a lot of actors and actresses before, but this has been going on for a long time, okay? And so with the music industry, you know, why not? Music is energy. Yeah, you can tell who wasn't with all that. They basically got blackballed. Yeah, you're right, Shelly. So that's when you see like very talented people who never got to get to the highlight of their career or to get this notoriety, like because they wasn't with it. I know for a fact that Brandy was not with it. She tried to get into it, but she wasn't. But at the same time, Brandy got some stuff with her. I'm gonna do a whole series on her because I'm going to be channeling her, because there's some stuff with Brandy. It's some heavy stuff with Brandy, but at the same time, she's not about a part of the congregation. I have a client who sent me a picture because she had some relatives that's involved, and they tried to get her in, and it didn't go the way it should go. She wasn't ready. Yeah, one hit wonders, and then you got some that did a little bit more. But yeah, it's about power. It's about power. It's like, so when I channel Beyonce, so one thing y'all need to know, when I do my channelings, once I get to a person and there's something that I need to know, my spirit's going to automatically do. I'm already in, right? So I channel Beyonce a lot without meaning to. And one night I channeled. I wish I could like have a word to describe the feeling that she gets with the energy that's given from us as a people. It's an unmatched feeling, right? It's unmatched. Like she's drunk with it. It's an unmatched feeling. So I understand why they go for it. Once they get a taste of it, once they get a taste for it, it's an addiction. It's an addiction. And the feeling that they get from it is crazy. Is this why Wendy Williams is the way she is now? Yes. So I did a channel. I did a mediumship on Wendy Williams. It's on my TikTok. They took her somewhere. It was like a spa type, but they put her in a room. It was all black, and they did do something to her. Yeah, I heard a lot of people saying that they felt weird at her concert. So in one of my videos, y'all know I told you that the rituals are done after the concerts. So that was a pretty big tour. So yeah, I'm telling y'all, it's all about power. It's all about power. And Jay-Z, he does not put his hands on anything. He directs. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. All he has to do is sit back. They look at him. They know the move to make. He don't touch nothing. The only person he deals with is Beyonce. Looks like maybe it's my Pisces intuitive nature, but Jay-Z looks like a warlock devil. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I went to Renaissance and it was a good experience, but it was definitely a drain after that. Yeah, because that energy is going to drain you. So that's why when I told y'all, like, I did the channeling, and he did not stop this girl. He's not. So he's not going to go down. So even though he's part of the congregation, doesn't mean that he's not going to come up under any scrutiny, right? But he's not going down. He doesn't put his hands on anything. I'm telling you that. All the death becomes her references, and now Michelle is in that show. Michelle's in what show? What you talking about? Phone to Arizona. I really had my nieces look you up. They really dig you. Thank you for everything. You are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate y'all. I'm in the school line right now. Hold on. Oh, Beyonce posted photos of Michelle and Death Becomes Her on Broadway or something. Oh, okay. But yeah, Lil Kim is a worker. She is definitely a worker. Scott Storch, from what it looks like to me, was her handler. He was, just to wrap it up, just to summarize, I did not know, but he mentions this on the Joe Rogan show. He was friends, very close with Capone and Noriega. He did some tracks for them, and her entourage got into it with them. This is the time when he started being with Paris Hilton. This is the time when he got with Kim Kardashian. This is when he started getting with a lot of people that we don't see. And like I said, Kim was around some high profile men, her and a friend. And they had that, and somebody said in here, the heebie-jeebies. And that's when she was like, that's it. That's it. So, because of that, they didn't do her in. I'm gonna tell you what, they didn't do her in like they do everybody. There was no satanic ritual abuse with her. Okay, I think that just what she went through, the things that she's going through, that's why she's done this stuff for herself. But I think because that's another confirmation. I'm being intuitive right now. I'm seeing it right now. It's coming in front of me as I'm talking to you. Scott Storch, you know, he really did care for her and like love. That's why he didn't give her, it didn't go the way it would have went with some other people. She got very minimum compared to what I've seen, especially with these rituals. Okay, so that explains it right there, why it was minimum punishment for her and why they kind of let her walk away. You could tell me that the sky was purple and I would 100% agree with you. Something about your energy and aura is 100% comforting and trustworthy. I don't have a clue why I'm drawn to you. Oh, thank you so much. You know what? I will tell you, all my clients, they all say the same thing. They were drawn to me, and I love it. I love it because I want to have a connection with people. Yeah, you're always gonna get. This is a gift that I have, and my dream was to always help people. My dream was to always get truth out there, and I'm gonna tell you, like right before the summer, I had got a vision of some ritual things going on, and I seen celebrities, and I said, you know what? This is my next assignment, is to tell the truth, because things were getting out of hand. And I didn't start it right away. I just started this probably about a month or two ago, but I knew that was going to be my next assignment and what I needed to get out here, because we need to know the truth, because so much of our energy has been used. You know, it didn't always used to be like that. We could enjoy music, and if you look at the music, if you look at the entertainment industry right now, it's nothing like how it used to be. It's like you can't even find anything good about it, right? That used to be our enjoyment. So it's very very damaged right now. And so, like I said, I knew this was my next assignment, and this is why I'm doing it. It's not to be gossipy, but it's to put things out there. Things are coming out for a reason. Okay, guys, I love y'all. I love doing this live. I'm really going to be getting into the live next year, because that's when I'm going to start doing the supernatural. I'm going to have people call in through Zoom. We're going to be doing mediumship channelings with y'all, with people, not celebrities, but like, you know, ghostly things, supernatural things, all that. So I'm really going to start going live in January, but I'm glad that I tested the waters today. Again, it's always a vibe. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all next time. Thank you. Have a good one.